Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession as we get set to see Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
They'll run on first down. McKinney, and he works free. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, Melvin. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. We go. Hey, five.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's McKinney. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And we expected to have already talked about this unit. We didn't get a chance to hit on the opening drive because they scored so quickly. But that's the kind of unit this is. A quick strike offense. I expect to see them taking their shots all game long. And if that's the case, we'll find ways to talk about this group.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. A look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Lions. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Under 10.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 127 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
60 or. 15, check my 15. Hey, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Come on now, let's go.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Tight end's right. 3 down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Looks good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They run the counter. It's McKinney. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Anderson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. McKinney This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Running with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Melvin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Complete to Dorsett. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run the counter. Melvin. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's McKinney. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rosen got a man. That's Quinn. The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 38, Rosen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. McKinney gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From just shy of midfield, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Howard. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. This is Howard on second down. Howard has the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Melvin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And connecting here with DJ Shark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Melvin. They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective,
Here we go.
that is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Here's the 2nd and 7. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Set, ready? S6W8, read.
So don't say nothing.
Go.
On second down, it's Green. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll set up to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So that one, a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
The outlaw.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The throw complete to Dorsett, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Back to throw here. Got his man. It's S6W8. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll drop to throw. Open man, S6W8. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw here. And able to find Dorsett. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rodriguez. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down now, it's Howard, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 43.
Rosen now off the bootleg. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hit it.
A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On third down, Melvin. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Well, good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Complete to Dorsett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. 2nd and 6. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And another tackle broken. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rosen. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. That's caught by Howard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They want to go to the air again with Rosen, and incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Melvin. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st down, Green. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Melvin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Let's go, baby.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Rosen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rosen to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Rosen. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.